Hey there, everybody. I got a new shirt. It says be kind. Anyway, today we're going to be continuing on with our story, Hope, the Project Middle School, written by Alyssa Milano and, of course, illustrated by Eric S. Keyes, published by Scholastic. So yesterday we read, I believe, chapters 6 and 7. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to our next chapters. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I think so. I just want to really make sure that we're on the right page. Oh, no, we finished chapter 7. Okay, so we're on chapter 8. Sorry. Here's chapter 8. And there's the graphic at the bottom. This is our main character, Hope. And I believe these are her friends from Science Club. I report to the science lab 35 minutes before the morning bell. Just a little bit groggy, but relieved to find Camilla and Grace already there. So those are her partners. There's Grace and Camilla. Whose bright idea was it to have a early Monday science club meetup? Camilla jokes after we greet each other. Yeah, and 1 week out from summer vacation, I rub my eyes and join the both of them at the project table. If it weren't for my dad inviting me to go with him on his early morning dog walk, I'd be even less alert right now. But at least we're the first ones here, says Grace. She glances at the closed room door. Maybe the others will forget. We all laugh at the hopeful way she said that. Henry's invited though, says Camilla, gesturing to the mini construction zone with a glue stick. He makes the chain reaction work more fun. Yeah, he's cool, I smile, remembering how pumped he was to start constructing the chaotic amusement park scene. It's good that we got here earlier than early, says Grace, picking through the robot parts in the shoebox. It's nice to be able to finish my sentences. I start piecing together what will be the roller coaster tracks. Don't get used to that, I tease. Yeah, what's up with all the rude interruptions going on here? Camilla grimaces. I know. Am I that much of a quiet talker? Asks Grace. I mean, I can hear myself, but can you guys hear me? Loud and clear, I say, and Camilla nods. Grace tries on a different sounding voice. How about now? Yep. She lowers her vocal volume. How about now? We shrug. Same. The lab door swings open as if hurricane force winds propelled it. It's Connor, Ezra, and Shep. Henry staggers in behind them. We immediately dive into work, and again, I wish I was programming instead of rigging. But wishing for something isn't going to change anything. I've got to make it happen. That's when a thought pops to my mind. There's no reason our chain reaction can't use a robotic touch here and there, I suggest to Camilla and Henry. It'll take more work, says Henry, unsure. It won't be anything too complicated, I assure him. There's a picture on the next page. Maybe automate some function in the roller coaster or the ticket agent, I say. It could earn us extra competition points. We could try, says Camilla, cautiously, looking at the detailed blueprint she had begun sketching during our first club meeting. Everyone now referred to it like it was a treasure map. You want to make it unanimous, Henry? I ask. If you say so, he scratches his head. I have another idea to share, one that I'm hoping will set off its own chain of reactions of positive results. It has to do with the helping change the world, our science club world. When Grace, Camilla, and I leave the lab together, I fill them in. It's not right how whatever we say keeps getting ignored in science club. I was thinking maybe I could conduct some kind of social experiment this week to make sure our voices are heard from now on. Grace raises an eyebrow. How will you do that? Yeah, are you going to conduct hearing tests on everyone? So again, there they are looking at the blueprints that Camilla made. And here's our other page where Hope is coming up with her social experiment for Science Club. Again, here's Grace and Camilla. I'm still figuring it all out, but I may need you guys to back me up when I do. We got you, Camilla says, and Grace agrees. They both nod, curious but satisfied to wait on the details. I need a couple of days to prepare my experiment. But I can't wait to get started. And I know the perfect testing ground, math class. I had to do my science homework at my dad's bakery yesterday, and I hope I didn't get icing on it, says Camilla. We were headed from Spanish to math class together. We did this yesterday, too. I thought you weren't helping out this week. Ezra's bar mitzvah is this weekend, and I wanted to watch my dad make the sample cake. How did it come out? So tasty. No, I meant your homework, I tease. Oh, we both giggle. All done and all clean. Not that I think Mr. Gillespie would mind frosted paper. Judging from the candy bowl he puts out after school and the crinkly papers he's always twisting, he must have a serious sweet tooth. There must be all kinds of junk food in his desk drawers. We crack up again. Hi, Hope, Sam says, beaming. She's walking down the hall toward me, flanked by Lacey plus 2 girls I don't know. I can tell Sam is happy she's caught me in a good mood, especially since she has pretty much been ghosting me since our disastrous video chat last Friday. At first I thought it was because she didn't want to run into Josh again. But now I see the issue is she's surgically attached to her new friends. We sent short hello texts here and there promising to meet up, but there hasn't been a chance to do that because apparently Sam comes in a package deal now. It's weird. We haven't gone this long without hanging since Sam spent a month last summer visiting her dad in Ohio. Hey, Sam. It's so good to see her, but I feel awkward at the same time. I wonder if it's obvious that I am so jealous. Like, right now, she and I would normally hug. Why are we just standing here? This is Camilla. Hey, Camilla says, as she and Sam smile politely at each other. Oh, this is Golda and Charlie. Sam remembers her manners. And you know Lucy. Hi, Hope. For some reason, Lucy is super excited to see me. Have you discovered the perfect soap solution for the everlasting bubbles yet? How did she remember that about me? We were in 2nd grade when the pop-resistant bubbles became my obsession. You have a great memory, I told her, impressed. Are you kidding me? Who could forget your smarts? We already can't wait to see what your team comes up with at the science competition. So here's Sam and her new friends. And they're all, I believe, in the drama club. And over on this side, we do have Hope and Camilla. It's nice to see them all together. Wow, that's sweet of you. Thank you. How's that for unpredictable? Lacey isn't the snob I expected her to be. Super judgy, defeated again? You should totally hang out with us after school one day. You too, Camilla. Lacey's eyebrows go sky high. Sam role plays her favorite theater characters. She's an amazing actor. And Charlie knows everything there is to know about music. And pick your worst subject, and Golda here will tutor you out of any corner. And Lacey is never going to let you feel bad about yourself, ever, Sam chimes in. She's like a human energy drink. I surprise myself by laughing along with Sam's new friends. The shrill of the school bell breaks up our friendly huddle. Good bumping into you guys. Gotta run, says Lacey. Talk to you later? Sam asks me. I nod. See ya, I say, as Camilla and I wave to the others. Hey, mind if I walk with you both? Golda catches up to us. That's right, we're in advanced math together. I thought you looked familiar, I say. I think I got a mood boost just now, says Camilla as we walked away. And just when I needed one, right before math class. I know what you mean, Golda agrees, and I laugh. We take our seats and open our books. It's finally time to execute my experiment. I only hope I don't chicken out. Math class has the same group work style as science club, so it's my best opportunity to see if this will fly. It wasn't long before I got my chance. Does anyone want to guess? Our teacher, Miss Waff, is pointing to a long equation she's just written out in neat numbers. Experiment step 1. I raise my hand at the same time as Connor. I try to ignore the voice inside of me saying, please, please pick Connor. I lower my hand a smidge, ready to chicken out. Hope, Miss Waif sounds surprised to see my hand, so she's not about to pass up this chance at pulling me out of hiding. Yikes. Okay, I clear my throat and sit up in my chair because stalling. Experiment step 2. Speak as loudly, steadily, and confidently as I can muster. The answer is 45. Correct, says Miss Waff. Okay, you know the drill. Come on up and show us how you determined that. I took a deep breath and stand up. The few steps to the whiteboard feel like a mile long. The variable goes here. I raise my hand, praying no sweat marks are under my arm, and I continue speaking about what I'm writing. Miss Waff, we can't hear her, says one of Connor's friends sitting in the back. In that second, I think, maybe I'm not ready for this experiment. I'd rather Miss Waff demanded that I report to the principal's office, or maybe I can excuse myself like, hold on, I just need to step out for a bit, I'll be right back. Tomorrow. I hear her just fine. That's Camilla's voice. Thank you, Camilla. I glance at her and she seems to be going, go Hope. Here's the picture. I clear my throat, stand a bit taller, and continue talking through everything. Once I write out the rest of my work, I turn around to speak to the class. Here's why my third and most important step kicks in. Do not be intimidated. I don't see how you got that, says Connor. He's wearing a smirk on one side of his face again. I clear my throat sharply. Well, Connor, I begin before talking through my work. Doesn't make sense, Shep says. You missed a whole middle step. I don't know what you mean, says the girl named Becca, who sits a row over from me. I look at Miss Waff, but she seems like she's enjoying the barrage of questions that keep coming. All she's missing is the popcorn. I clear my throat and say each questioner's name one by one, answering every question. It's textbook classical conditioning, like Pavlov's famous dog experiment where a dog was given a snack every time a bell rang. Eventually, the dog began drooling every time it heard the bell. My throat clearing and the name call-outs were prompts designed to train them to pay attention. Nicely done, Hope, Miss Waif said after I got us finished. Everyone get that? They did. And I hope they got it loud and clear. Every voice counts, not just the loud ones. Chapter 9. There it is. The Rube Goldberg project and the robot prototype. It's rough, but the basic elements are in place. Everyone walking into Science Club looks impressed by how far we got during our meetups Monday morning and Wednesday after school. We had all been working on different sections of either the robot or the chain reactions, and now, here, finally, was everything together. We all go right up to the work table like we're in a trance. We don't look away until Mr. Gillespie walks in and shoos us back a few feet. With the slightest bump of the table, this thing may crumble, so let's be careful around it, he says. Today is all about checking its programming. Actually, to check all the programming. Because as I understand it, there are now some tech features in the chain reaction display? Yes, I answer confidently, while hoping my ideas aren't too ambitious. You sure we can finish all this in 2 weeks, Mr. G? Asked Henry. That's all up to you. It's going to take some crafty planning to get everything to come together in time, but I'm sure you can do it. Right now, the robot looks like a bunch of wires and sticks, limbs on tiny wheels, but it should read the signal that we'll transmit. At our cue, the robot will pick up an object and place it in a specific place to trigger the whole chain reaction. Once we switch on the RG, that's what we've been calling the robot, it stands by, ready for its first command. We wait for Mr. Gillespie's cue, but he doesn't give one. He just stands there chewing on a piece of chocolate he popped into his mouth. When no one budges, Connor walks us to the laptop and starts typing. I guess having a famous scientist mom makes him think he is in charge. Can we make sure that this is recording? Connor gestures to his friend Shep, even though the filming is no one's job in particular. Shep swipes open the camera app on his phone and gives a thumb up. Here's the picture. Henry and Ezra place small Lego blocks next to the RG, the robot. Camilla, Grace, and I are left standing there, awkwardly. How is this happening again? Have I forgotten the experiment I tested this week in math class? We wait for the RG to swivel around to pick up the red Lego block. It does, and we all cheer. Everyone high-fives one another, and in that moment, we all feel like a team. As soon as we stop cheering, the block clatters. So again, there's the picture. Picking up the red Lego. So as soon as we stop cheering, the block clatters back to the table. RG doesn't place it down in the area we've programmed it to. We try again, but this time when Connor commands RG, it doesn't even pick up the block. Some of the guys stack the pieces up, but RG still misses. I walk over to the laptop. Connor doesn't make room for me to stand next to him, so I look over his shoulder. How about if you try this or this, I say, pointing to different coding prompts. Connor either didn't hear me or pretends not to because he doesn't make a move. He's hugging the screen. Time for round 2 of my experiment. I take a deep breath. Here's the picture. I take a deep breath, stand up straighter, and clear my throat. Connor! He whips his head around and his dark eyebrows are slightly raised. Did I catch him off guard? I guess he legit didn't hear me. Excuse me, I want to try something. Sure, go ahead. He backs away from the screen. As I key in the programming we've started using for the other robotic elements in the roller coaster and ticket booth agent, Camilla and Grace walk over. I give them room to share the screen. The competition is 2 weeks away and we have to get this right, said Camilla. We have more programming work than we started with, says Grace, scrolling through the code on the screen. So it's going to take a third team that can spend more time outside of school working only on the robot. I can probably do that, I hear myself say, wanting to dig us out of this hole. In the end, we'll see that it was a good idea leveling up the project by adding more tech tricks to it. But until then, I have extra work to prove it. You can? Asks Connor. Oh, now he hears us? She can do what? Mr. Gillespie says. I softly nudge Grace, prompting her to repeat herself. Take RG, Connor starts to say. I was saying someone needs to take RG home to focus on the programming, says Grace. And I said I can do that, I add. Are you certain you can take this on, Miss Roberts? Asks Mr. Gillespie. The effort can make or break the science competition. Of course, I got this. Galaxy Girl would rise to this occasion, so will I. I live and breathe to solve problems like this. My dad is a rocket scientist, so it's in my genes. I can do it, I said, confidently. You sure? Sepp looks hopeful. Connor's face goes from doubtful to impressed. Mr. Gillespie gave me an out and I didn't take it. He looks like he respects that kind of grumption. In fact, everyone seems more confident. Henry smiles at me and I look away, hoping that no one can make out how happy I am to see that smile. I'll do it. It's at least a few days worth of work, but I can do it. The room erupts in cheers once again. People are high-fiving and already talking about working on other elements of the competition. I feel Camilla pat me on the back. That's awesome, Hope. Still, I can't help but think, just like the one with the Still, I can't help but to think, just like with RG's first Lego pickup attempt, is everyone cheering prematurely? And for that matter, am I over-compromising? My best hypothesis is yes. All right, and join us again later for Chapter 10. Remember, be kind.